All right, good morning guys. Saturday workout or home workout 2. This one's going to be a little friendlier than the last one, I would say, but you're still going to get a good workout and you should still get a little bit of muscle and strength gains. All you'll need today is a broomstick, your 2 chairs and something to stand on. I've got my wooden block that I had here already, but textbooks or a stack of books or something like that, whatever you can stand on that's a little bit higher will be enough. So that's all the equipment we need today. Oh, you'll need something soft as well, like a pillow or something for rear foot elevated split squats. And I'll show you a couple of ways to do that when we get to that point. So we're going to start with the warm-up. So I'm going to start with the calf raise. So I always do something for my ankles because that's probably where I've got the most restriction and range of movement. So you've got a couple of options. I'm just going to come up and I'm on the block so that I can increase the range a little bit. Ideally you'd have a higher block, but this is all we've got to work with at the moment. So I'm just going to do 8 of those. And then from there, we're going to go into just a hip hinge. So this is one of my favourite warm-ups just to do down the beach before I surf. So it's just keeping that back straight and the hip coming forward. So you can put your hands wherever you like. Sometimes I go behind the back of the head just to make the lever a little longer. We're just going to do 8 of those. 2, just doing it under control. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then back up to our calf raises. Just going to do 2 sets of 8 on each of these. It's just a mobility warm up. So all the way down, nice and controlled. 1, there's a little crack there. I try and even drive my knees forward a little. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then into our hip hinge. So often when I'm trying to teach people to do it, I'll put hand on stomach, hand on hip, on back, so that they can feel that their back isn't moving at all, and it's all from the hips. 1, pushing your butt to the wall back there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, knees can be soft, that's fine, and 8. Okay, getting that stuff out of the way, moving on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a little quarter squat, driving my knee forward. So it's a 1, 2, so I've got eccentric load on that dorsiflexion. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The only people that would, maybe if you've got sore knees, this might bother you, but other than that, most people should be fine doing this. 1, if you do get sore knees. 2, you could just do squats maybe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to open the hips up just with our lateral lunge. So as wide as it's comfortable, toes facing forward, and we're pushing that knee through the center. We'll just alternate today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to our little dorsiflexion squats or quarter squats with a front knee drive. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try and maintain the heel on the ground, but I get a little lift sometimes, it's fine. You're not going to hurt yourself doing that. Again, if you're getting knee pain, try to find an alternative, so squats or lunges, whatever suits you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we'll go to lateral lunges. Maybe a little wider this time, hips should be a little bit more mobile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, that's that round done. What we'll move on to, get the spine moving a little. So in a half kneeling position, what I'm going to do is arches. So one hand's reaching as far as I can with that one, while I'm rowing the other hand as far back as I possibly can, and then you alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on to a YTW. So we're going to go from that hip hinge position, and we're going to go, so Y's thumbs up. We're going to make the shape of a letter Y. Chin tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what we do, we're going to do the letter T, so it goes like that. Still in that bent over hip hinge position. 1, 2. Try and get the shoulder blades to squeeze together at the top. 3, 4, 5. And then the last one's going to be W, so the elbows will be high, and you're going to push the fist to the roof. So again, hip hinge, elbows high, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, back down to our half kneeling. I'm just going to fold this mat up a little bit because that was a little bit painful on the knee. So swap sides, and we'll do the arches. So I'll just swap the legs. I always just swap over for the sake of maintaining symmetry. 1, reaching as far as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then back up for our YTWs, 5 of each. So we're hip hinged. Now we're going to do them all as a flow because you know what you're doing. Thumbs to ceiling. 1, 2, little squeeze at the top. 3, 4, 5, into the T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then W, so elbows high. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's good. You feel your lumbar or your lower back working a little bit. As long as there's no pain, that's fine. Working's good. Moving on to our last warm-up set. So maintaining the mat so it's nice and soft. What I'm going to do, get our broomstick. Doesn't matter if you've still got the broom or mop still on it. That's fine. I had to go get one because my mop's green, so the green screening would actually get rid of the mop. That would look very weird. So now what I'm going to do in this half kneeling position is take this opposite shoulder over the front shoulder. Make sure you don't lose your hips or your knees wobble around. You've got to be nice and strict and tall. And 1, 2, look where you're going. 3, 4, 5, change sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, mat's back out. I'm going to do a swimmer's exercise. So what we do here, laying flat on the ground. Hopefully you can still hear me on the mic. But I switch my core on so that I pull my pelvis up a little bit. Hands at the back, and then we're going to just do 3 of these. So it's lift the hands off. 1, extend. 2, coming up. As you're coming up, you're rotating thumbs to the ceiling. 3, up to that Y position. Hands on the forehead, and then down. That's halfway. Up, reach, round. Now we're rotating thumbs to the ceiling, up to the floor, and on the lower back. And that's 1 rep. Go on for rep 2. So when we're in this Y position, reach as far as you can as well. Rotate, rotate, rotate. And that's 2. Last one, we're going to go up, lift the hands, reach as far as we can back. As we come up, we're rotating the thumbs up to the sky. Reach as far as you can, touch the head. You want the elbows high here, then come down. Elbows as high as you can. Reach, coming round, and up. That's 3 reps. So we're almost done with the warm-up. Alright, so protect my knee. You can throw a pillow on the ground. If you've got yoga mats, do the yoga mat. There's heaps of options. Okay, and we're going 5 each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember to be strict. Okay, you go into that end range, but you don't want to be compensating at the hips or extending the spine or anything like that. Nice and tall, chin tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pushing out. Last set of swimmers. So we're getting that core activation, a little bit of glute squeeze, hands here, and we're up, reach, rotate as we go up, reach to the sky, touch the head, down, back up as high as you can, reach with thumbs up, rotating thumbs down as you come down, and on the lower back. That's 1. Up, reach, rotating, nice and high, touch the head, down, up, reach, rotating, 2, And last one. Up, reach, rotate, high as you can. Up. Last effort. And done. Okay. So that's the warm-up done. You should at least have a little bit of a increased temperature, breathing slightly heavier, moving a little bit better. If you've just been sitting around home self-isolating, you'd feel better already just by getting the joints moving. So all we need now is our chairs and our stick. I'll get rid of that. So what we're going to do, first one's going to be an inverted row or a horizontal pull-up. It's got two names, which is quite often the case in fitness type exercises. What we're going to do, if you remember from my last video, I said these are pretty dodgy and they seem to manage with my weight. So be careful if they're getting a little bit old, but they should be all right. What I'm going to do is you make sure that your hand is as close to the chair as possible so that there's more stability. If you go into the middle of the stick, then you've got all the force there and things could go wrong. We're going to do it with control, so don't bounce or have any speed. I'll give you a couple of options. The higher you are, the easier it is, and then the more of a heels tucked, it'll be easier too. So I'll give you the options and you can change it up. So what we're going to do, make sure the stick's centered, chairs are in an even position, and our hands are nice and close to the chair there. What we're going to do, bridge up, and with control, rowing. 1, 2. All right, so we're going to do 8 of those. If you want to make it harder, all right, straighten the legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, like I said, those chairs are a little dodgy. They didn't really like it when I was in that full plank position, but still got a little bit out of that, so that's fine. Inverted row. Then what we're going to do are dips. So, generally dips aren't my favorite exercise to do. I don't often do them, but in this case, they're a great at-home exercise. Got a couple of options to do it. You can go between the two benches. You're trying to maintain elbows reasonably close to the body. We don't want to be too wide. So come in nice and tight. And to start, you can just keep your feet on the ground. Lean back a little bit, shoulders back, and down for 1 rep. That's probably the better option. If you struggle with those, we can do the group exercise style where you come out and we're down and up. So that's definitely easier. And then the straighter your legs down. But what you want to do is you want your hips traveling straight down if you're doing that option there. So nice and controlled. So I'll stick to these ones. You guys choose where you want to go. Have a little play with the positioning. But reasonably close. Again, I said these chairs are pretty dodgy, so I'll keep my feet on the ground a little. And then we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. You get a little rest in between. Usually just changing the setup will be enough rest. You'll get a little bit of pressure on your hand there, but what are you going to do? You're not going to be able to get perfect handles, so you'll have to deal with it a little bit. Coming back into our horizontal pull-up or inverted row. Remember, the longer you are, the harder it is. Just make sure that you're safe and that you're your chairs aren't going to break on you. Hands nice and close to the chair. And then bridge up, and we're rowing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you want to make those harder, you just slow down the down phase. So that eccentric type training that I've talked about in videos plenty of times before. So you can do like a 1 up, 3 down type movement. I'll do it facing this way this time, just so maybe the angle change will help you figure it out better. But we're here and we're locked in. I've got a little bit of weight at my feet still. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's round 2 done. We've only got 3 of those to do. Generally, the wider the harder with horizontal pull-ups. So I'll try a little wider there. You know, if you have something like a bar stool, you could put it on those bits and it'll give you a little bit more stability, because that'll be high enough to do it like that. So you guys can experiment. Should be feeling a little bit of muscle pump here. Obviously it's not going to be as hard as if you have all the proper machinery, but this is what we've got, this is what we'll do. Nice and close, bridging up and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, nice work. Last set of dips. Nice and close again. Getting that weight stable. Make sure it's not going to fall or anything. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's your dips. All right, moving on. Get one of these chairs out of the way now. So our options are to grab this one. So it's going to be a rear foot elevated split squat. So you can go on your toes, which is how I like to do it, or on the flat foot, which is a lot of guys prefer to do it like that. Put a pillow down or a yoga mat folded up because it can hurt the foot a little. So I'm just going to quickly grab a pillow. And you can carry weights with this. The main restriction you'll get is if you've got tightness through the hip flexor or the quad on the back leg. So if you're struggling with that, just lower it down. So you could use, a couple of books stacked, a couple of blocks, a couple of bricks, anything to lift the foot. Today I'm just going to do body weight, but you can carry weight on like the bags that I set up in the last video. And we're here, back foot up, okay, and I'm nice and stable there. And it's a rear foot elevated split squat, or also known as a Bulgarian split squat. And we're going to go 8 each leg, so it's nice and controlled. Go as deep as you can handle. 1, 2, oh, I'm a bit wobbly there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Changing sides. Okay, make sure there's nothing in the way that you can fall into. And we're going. 1, trying to keep the heel down, I'm a bit restricted there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, what we're going to do in between that, side planks. So your options for side planks are try and keep everything in line. So knee, hip and shoulder, elbow should be in line, and elbows directly underneath the shoulder. What we're going to do, this would be a level 1. You're going to pop up, we're going to hold for 10 seconds and come down. So we're just doing little 10-second intervals. Next level up's off the ankles. So it's ankle, hip, knee all in line with the elbow. So we're going to pop up for a count of 10. So it's 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, and down. We're going to do 3 of those. So back up. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, down, and up. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. So remember which side you did then, because we're going to do the other side next time. So that was my left side. Give yourself a little rest, have a drink if you need one now. I might grab a towel so I don't drip all over my green screen. Okay. Next round of rear foot elevated split squats, or Bulgarians, whatever you prefer to call them. Nice and tall, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. Feel free to pause at any time and just start again if you need more rest. That's fine. It's better to do it than try and keep up with me. It's the benefit of video. Quality over quantity, so do better reps. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. Over to our planks. Other side this time. Hopefully I can do it without having to move this bench. Everything's in line. Choose which level you want to go at, and we're this mat doesn't give me much softness here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. That's 1. We've got 3 of them to do. and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Down. And last one, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good. Last set of rear foot elevated split squats. Give yourself 30 seconds to a minute, or longer if you need. If you need longer, just pause it. Like I said, that's fine. As long as you're doing some work. Hips elevated, get your balance. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. You can put your foot up on the couch if that works. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good. A little rest. Get this one out of the way. Don't need the pillow anymore. We'll do one side plank each side. So, left first. Choose your level. Knees bent level 1. Level 2's here. And we're up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rolling over to the other side. You guys can just roll over the other way. I'm just making sure you can see me. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, grab a drink. We're going to stay on the mat. Next exercise, so this is the last lot of exercises we're going to do. So this one's called the Cook hip lift. So if you've got a tennis ball, you can pop it in here and you're going to try and maintain the tennis ball there. If you really struggle with mobility, you're allowed to hang on, but the goal is to not hang on, and like sort of the top level is to be holding onto that tennis ball so that hip flexor on this side's working as well. What we're going to do, this is all set and strong, so that all moves in one movement. You don't roll up or roll down, it's just straight up, straight down. So all the movements from the hip joint. We're going to do 6 reps, so it's up, little pause at the top, squeeze those glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, squeezing that glute, 6, other side, in nice and tight, make that hip flexor work, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then what you're going to do, you're going to turn around into the bird dog position. So it's quadruped position to get it set up correctly. Shoulder underneath hand underneath the shoulder, knee directly underneath the hip. So you should have this nice square look pattern there. So you don't want to be all over the place or further back or further forward. It should be a nice, strong position. Hands under hips, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And what we're going to do, opposite arm, opposite leg, you reach out. So thumbs high on the hand. And what you're going to do is think about the old Star Wars movies where the wall's coming in to squeeze them. You're going to be pushing that wall back out, okay? Somebody's decided to make some noise out there, so hopefully you guys can't hear it too much. What we're doing, this doesn't need to come too far back. So one of the biggest compensations you'll see is they're trying to go too high here and it goes into the back, all right? What you can do for a little bit of self-guidance is pop something on your back like the dowel. It's hard to get it in the right position when you do it by yourself, but that gives me guidance on whether my back is doing it correctly. And then, so it's called a self-limiting exercise then. And then reaching out, we're gonna hold for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Controlled back. Hopefully my stick doesn't move. And with control, we go out again. Reaching, trying to squeeze those walls apart. All right, nice and strong, otherwise you're gonna get crushed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Controlled. One more each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Control back down. And one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The only thing I didn't mention there is with the hand that's down, make sure you're pushing the floor away as well. So you get a bit of activation of what we call the serratus anterior, and that keeps your shoulder blade nice and firm to the rib cage. One more round of exercises, then we'll do a little stretch. So remember, using the hip flexor is better than holding it, but if you really struggle, you can hold it. If you've got a ball, it's even better. Okay, create some core tension, and it's one movement, so there's no rolling. It's all from the glutes. So the hip joint does all the work. 1, and down. 2, and down. 3, and down. 4, and down. 5, and down. 6, and down. Last one. 1, and down. 2, and down. 3, and down. Make sure you squeeze the glute up the top. What was that? 4, and down. 5, down, and 6, down. Okay, swinging around into that bird dog position again. Okay, I won't worry about the stick this time. You guys know what I'm talking about, what kind of control you need. Okay, if you want to make it harder, you can bring your hands closer together and stuff like that. But for now, we'll just do the main one, and you should be able to breathe nice and normally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push that floor away. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming down. Opposite side. Push the floor away, reaching, push those walls apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, last one on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, have a breather. I'll quickly wipe the sweat off, and then we're going to move into a quick stretch. So, it wasn't too hard, but definitely got you moving. Like I said, better than doing nothing. So for our stretch, the first thing I'm going to do is like a modified barbell opener. So quite often we'll do this in a squat rack, but this is what we've got. So similar setup as we were doing before, but now what you're going to do is you're going to just keep your back straight, drop into it, and just sit there and breathe for a little. Nice deep breaths into your diaphragm, filling up your belly. Maybe 6 breaths. Enough for that one. Then we're going to go into a pigeon stretch. So knees out in front, hips nice and square. Okay, you'll just have to operate at the level that you're able to do. So trying to maintain hips square this way, so you don't want to be rotating out of it too much. So I'm actually trying to keep that right hip to the ground. And then what you can do is you can drop into that there. So now I'm with my hip square, pushing my left hip towards the ground that side, and I'm going to sit there on that stretch. Maybe go through 6 breaths again. So
I can say that you look pretty. You turn my legs into spaghetti. You set my heart on fire. For you I found a vent in the bottom of a coal mine, just enough space for your hands in the inside. If you go,
that's 6. Outside. Okay, so that left hip square now, so don't let that rotate out. And then I'm going to push my right hip towards the ground. So 1, 2, 3,
for you I found a cell on the top floor of a prison, just enough space for you to fit your feet in. If you go, do let me know.
Okay, we're going to move on from there.
For you I found a cell on the top floor of a prison, just
What you can
enough
do
space for you to fit your feet in. If
we're going to do a chest opener. So in the quadruped type position, hand on the bench, and then I'm just going to rotate away from my chest. Try and keep your scapula sort of back still, and then rotate away. Go wider, and you're just gonna sit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then go the other side. Rotate away. So still keeping that scapula or shoulder blade back. Feel free to do multiple ones of those or do them for longer, just pause it and go longer, it's up to you. How many of those you do, add extra stretches in. Last one we're going to do, just the basic hip flexor stretch. I'm sure you've all been doing a little extra sitting at the moment. So what we do to get this one correct, get the knee directly underneath the hip, and then what you're going to do is, if this was your pelvis, you're going to try and pull the pelvis this way, so it's called posteriorly tilting. So bring it that way first. So we need to go there. Now I've got some glute squeeze. Now I can drop into the stretch a little. And you should feel the stretch engage a lot quicker there. If I just sort of relax and hang down into that, all I'm really going to be getting is sort of a ligament stretch of the hip joint. So, but here like this, now I'm going to be getting hip flexors. Now, if you're more flexible, you can grab your hand or do all the other options, but at the moment, just hit it there like that, nice and controlled. So squeeze the glute, drive forward slightly, and you should feel it engage. And even down the front there, if you're a little tighter on the quads. So hold that for sort of 10-20 seconds. You can swap over, you can do a couple of reps. Okay, so we squeeze the glutes and rocking forward into it, nice and controlled. Or you can just do the breath count, because I sort of consider the stretch more of like we're down regulating the body, so we're stretching whilst also diaphragmatic breathing. So nice and controlled. Okay, so like I said, run through all those stretches again if you want, do them for longer. Do more stretches, that's fine. I just like to give you a couple to finish off. If you're enjoying these and they're helpful, make sure you give me a like and a share so I know that people are actually watching them, because I'm just trying to make my workouts from home and I just film them for you. So otherwise I'll go use my gym gear. So let me know if you enjoy them and if they're helpful, and any requests if you need specific sort of equipment type one. So I was thinking about doing one with a skateboard because I've got one of those at home, and maybe some kettlebells or whatever you guys have got. Let me know what you want, and I'll try and make up a session for you that you could do at home. Okay, thanks guys.